by Food City.
The Tet Offensive was a major turning point in the war in Vietnam. The battle for Hue was the most important battle of the Tet Offensive. The battle was one of the longest and bloodiest of the 10-year war, and one veteran in East Ridge has wrestled with the memories of what happened there for more than 57 years. Our journey into the battle for Hue started with one Marine.
We'd send them to the medevacs and they'd turn around and walk right back.
A conversation in East Ridge, Tennessee, 3 years ago.
They didn't want to leave the brother.
Then another conversation.
We were ambushed.
And another and several more after that.
You feel all prepared and everything, but you really have no idea.
I asked for details of a fight Larry Lewis spent decades trying to forget.
You bury it and you figure that it'll stay there, but it's like sewage. Over the years, it's kept seeping back up.
We traveled back in time more than 57 years, and then traveled halfway around the world to Vietnam.
What we did became pretty legendary if you really think about it that way.
Atlanta,
Here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama,
to Western Kentucky.
I mean, it looked like the 4th of July.
Just trying to understand the many perspectives.
Wounded, we dragged off the tanks with us, and they were laying in the street, and we formed a circle around them. And we were firing to every window, doorway, whatever we could find.
RPG came in right behind my neck and knocked me into the street, and an AK opened up. I got a bullet here, and in the spine.
I'm sitting there and I had a can of chili I'd been saving for a special occasion. I said, I'm going to eat this chili. Here comes Mr. Myers again. He said, saddle up.
This is Corporal Bob Meadows the next day, just moments before he was wounded on the roof of the Hue University. Bob Meadows would earn a Purple Heart that day, one of 3 he received in Vietnam. He would enter Hue on the 3rd day of the battle. Larry Lewis and Bob Meadows arrived in the same convoy.
everything was eerily quiet.
There was a big, huge fountain. I remember that fountain.
There's something not right.
And we went to the right to go around the fountain, and hadn't gone maybe 200 feet, and boom, the truck in front of me blowed up.
Everything broke loose.
All heck broke loose.
Rockets, mortars,
Shooting from every which direction.
anything they could throw at us.
So I ordered everybody to get out of the truck and get down low. Was going to move up the street.
We had what they call a Connex box. Everybody jumped inside of it, and you could hear the bullets were just bouncing off of it.
One of them twin 20s come up behind us and started shooting at the buildings. I said, Lord have mercy, let's get on the other side of the truck.
I just put my hand up like this and just started firing at us everywhere.
And as I stopped, there was a guy laying on the back of the truck was laying on him.
I guess 2 trucks in front of you was the truck that landed on Lieutenant Perkins.
Right, yeah. As we went by, I saw him under that truck, but, and I could, where you knew he was dead. And, I wanted to get him out of there, all of us did.
They were still shooting at us. And I'm thinking, where in the world are they all at? They got to be all over this place.
That was an adventure in itself, getting from off of that truck into the city, because they were still shooting. I mean, I've never had that much firepower or hit aimed at me in my life.
You can see much more of our reporting on Hue right here on The Price of Freedom over the next couple of months. And all the interviews we used in that story will be put in a series for our podcast, Tomorrowtown, Tennessee. First episode will be released next week on Thursday. You can find our podcast in all the places you get podcasts, and you can find bonus material on my YouTube channel. It's at Josh Rowe.